In today's video, I'll be showing you guys 4 best ways to get XP in the brand new 1.21.1 edition of Minecraft Java. And guys, these 4 farms range from super easy to super OP, so no matter if you just started off in a brand new survival world or you're a survival expert, one of these methods to get XP should be useful. But before we get into the video, as you guys can see on screen right now, only about 1.2% of you watching are actually subscribed. So if you found this video helpful, please do consider subscribing, as it really does mean a lot. Without wasting any more time, let's get straight into the first farm, which is the beginner friendly XP farm. This farm won't get you too much XP, but is super simple to build and should be perfect for beginner worlds. For all the items you'll need to build this farm, you'll need 6 chests and hoppers, 2 furnaces or smokers, and 2 levers. Then you'll need a source to get our XP from. So you have a couple of options here. You can go with cactus, potatoes, or even some logs. But if you guys are looking for the one that gives you the most XP, I recommend going for cactus, as not only is it super simple to farm, but it gets you a lot of XP. However, another really good option is potatoes, as they're not too hard to get, and if you have a lot of them, you can even turn them into food. So with this farm, you can get XP and food if you use baked potatoes. But basically, any item that you can put in the furnace will work. So go ahead and grab everything. So to start off building this farm, you're going to want to grab your chest and place 2 of them just like this. Now go to the back side and then place the 2 hoppers, 1 going into each one of our chests. Now on top of that, you're going to want to shift click on some furnaces like so. Then onto the side of each furnace, go ahead and place in another hopper. Now while we're here, place down our last 2 hoppers going into the top of each furnace. Now for our chest, place 1 on either side like so. Then place a double chest on top, and for the last step, you're going to want to shift click on some levers on the faces of each furnace just like that. Our farm is complete. And once you guys are all done building the farm, all you have to do is grab the items you want to smelt and some fuel. So I've got 2 stacks of coal and some potatoes here. So for this case, I decided to use potatoes as they're really useful in game, as you can use them as a food source, and they also give a really good amount of XP. So all you have to do is open one of these side ones like this and place in half of our fuel, and repeat that on the other side as well, so that we have some fuel in both of our smokers. Now open up the center one right here and place in all the items you want to cook up just like this. And now as you guys can see, the items flow into our furnaces and they start cooking down just like that. And of course, both furnaces have an even amount of potatoes and fuel, so that we can get the most XP in the least amount of time. And now all we have to do is wait for more of these potatoes to cook up, and then we can take out the XP. And now after about 10 minutes of waiting, we have about 6.5 stacks of potatoes smelted. So now to take out the XP, all you have to do is just lock up our furnaces by flicking these levers and just wait for 1 item to smelt. Now you can just take out this item, and with that we get all of the XP stored inside. So just like that, we got 6 levels, and if we do this other one, we get the other half, and boom, just like that, we're almost at level 10 just in about 10 minutes. And next up, we have the fish and XP farm. This one is also perfect for beginner worlds, but it gets you more XP quicker and also gets you fish and loot on the side. This farm, here's everything you need: 2 chests, a fence of any kind, a hopper, a heavy weighted pressure plate, a trapdoor of any kind, a water bucket, a note block, a solid block of your choice, and finally a fishing rod. And guys, you're going to want to make sure that the fishing rod is the best one you can find, as the more enchantments it has, the more XP and the more loot you'll get from using this farm. So just make sure you're using the best fishing rod you have. And once you guys have everything, you're going to want to start off by breaking 4 blocks into the ground just like this. Then place down a double chest like so. Now grab our hopper and place it on this side of our chest. Now on top of the hopper, go ahead and place our fence while crouching, then our heavy pressure plate on top like so. Now you can grab our water bucket and waterlog this fence, and if you did it correctly, the water should flow into this hole like that. Now grab your note block, place it right there, and for the next step, you're going to want to place down our solid block on top of our note block like this. Then finally grab our trapdoor and place it on the lower half of our block like so. And yeah, that's it. That is all the construction you need to do to build this farm. And now to use this farm, firstly you're going to want to locate your crosshair, which is the little plus sign in the center of the screen. So once you have that located, you're going to want to stand somewhere on our chest like this, and now you're going to want to line up our crosshair to the lower half of our trapdoor, somewhere near the middle, like as you guys see on the screen. And now you're just going to want to hold down right click like that, and if you did it correctly, you should be pressing the note block like so, and just holding down the mouse button. Once we catch a fish, we should get our XP just like that, and our loot should be automatically collected into our chest. And now all you have to do is just hold down the button, and as you guys can see, we already got 2 items, and we're already up to level 1 just within a couple seconds. And now I'll show you guys some tips you can use for autoclick. So tip number 1 is to just place down something heavy on your right mouse button, and you should be good to go. Then for method number 2, you can rebind your right click button to a key on your keyboard and just hold it down with a weight. And for method number 3, while holding down your right click button, you can unplug your mouse, and that will trick the game into thinking you're still holding down right click. And for method number 4, while you're holding down right click, all you have to do is just press F3 and T together, and that should refresh your game, which should trick the game into thinking that you're still holding down right click. And guys, with a pretty good fishing rod, you can expect to get about 10 levels in 10 minutes. Now for the third and fastest method, we have the Allay XP Farm. This farm can literally get you 60 levels in just minutes. To build this farm, you will need 1 armor stand, about half a stack of solid blocks, about a quarter stack of glass blocks, a campfire, a dispenser, a trapdoor of any kind, roughly a stack of temporary blocks, these can be any blocks of your choice, a button, a piston, and a sword with sweeping edge on it. And to get started with building this farm, you're going to want to get yourself a small clear area, somewhat like this, then grab your glass blocks and place 3 in a row like so, then go diagonally and place another block, now place 3 more just like this, then you're going to want to fill this in by placing another glass block right there. Now go ahead and make this 2 blocks high, and once you're done with that, grab your solid blocks and place 2 just like this. Now grab 1 more glass block and place it right here. Then you're going to want to grab your solid blocks and place them all the way around here, just like this, except for this 1 block. Skip that for now and place another one right here. And you're going to want to fill that hole with a dispenser facing inwards like this. Now grab your trapdoor and place it right here on the top half of this block. Then you can place your campfire in the center block there. Then with your solid blocks, just fill in a roof for now, like so. Then you can grab your armor stand and place it right here. And now with our solid blocks, you're just going to want to grab them and make this layer 1 block out like this, all the way around except the front. So just like this, and you're going to want to leave the front as it is. This will prevent the silverfish from escaping our farm. And now before we move on to the final step, all you have to do is grab your button and place it right here. And that is the power on the farm. And now all we have to do is get the allays in. And to help us with that, just grab some temporary blocks for now. And from this center block, you're going to want to place 4 blocks surrounding it like this and make it a couple blocks high. I'm using glass blocks here so you can see what's happening in the farm, but feel free to use any block of your choice. And once we've got a couple blocks high, just make a little room up here so that we can bring our allays into the farm. And once you're done building a little temporary chamber like this, we can move on to getting the allays. And to help bringing the allays easier, you'll need a lead. And if you'd like to duplicate the allay, you're going to need a jukebox and a music disc of any kind and some amethyst shards. So make sure you have all of those before we can get the allays. Once you guys have everything, you're going to want to find yourself a pillager outpost like this one. It should spawn near some villages, but if you guys are having trouble finding one, you can use maps or you can just go to chunkbase.com and find it that way. And as you guys can see in these pillager outposts, there's a couple of these little jail cells. And inside these cells, sometimes there'll be golems, but other times, as you guys can see right here, there'll be a couple of allays. If you guys don't see any, just make sure to check all of them, as there might be even multiple allays, like in this one where we have 4 allays. So to get them, all you have to do is break them out of their jail cell like this, and then just click on them with our lead to lead them on like this, and just make sure to get all of your allays. And once you've leaded up all the allays, just bring them back to your farm. And once you guys are back, you're going to want to try and bring them into our little chamber that we've built here. And if you guys are having a hard time bringing them in, just give them an item to hold like this and just throw the item in and they'll make their way inside the farm. And once you got all the allays in, just close up the roof like this. And now if you're happy with the amount of allays you've got inside your farm, this is all you need to do. You can move on to the next step. However, if you'd like to get some more allays so you can increase the rates of your farm, you can duplicate / breed them right now. And guys, the more allays you have, the more XP you'll get from this farm. And guys, with about 25 allays, you'll be able to get about 50 or so levels in just 3 minutes. So if you want to duplicate them in this chamber, all you have to do is just place down a little jukebox and play some music like this. Then you're going to want to grab some amethyst shards and give it to them like that, and boom, that one just duplicated, and now you can do it to the other one as well. And now we have 4 allays. And guys, if you want to duplicate them again, all you have to do is just wait a couple minutes and repeat the steps and you'll get more allays. And once you're satisfied with the amount of allays you have in your farm, you can get rid of this little jukebox and then just break the solid block up here, which was the roof before, and then our allays will flow down just like that. And once they're down there, you're going to want to close up the top with a solid block like so. And once you've trapped all of our allays in the chamber, you can go ahead and remove this little building that we've built up here. However, guys, be careful to not break this initial pillar, as our allays would escape. And once you're done breaking this little chamber that we've built up here, now you can grab your button and piston. So go ahead and place in a couple temporary blocks like this, then grab your piston and place it facing downwards like so. Then you can get rid of our temporary blocks. Now grab your button and place it on the piston and push our temporary block down. Then go ahead and break one more layer. Now place in another block right here and push it down just like that. And repeat this until the allays are all the way down. So as you guys can see, our solid block is one block away and the allays are not fully in the campfire yet. So now go ahead and push it down just like that. And as you guys can see, the solid block is flush with our roof. Now you can get rid of this little pillar section right here and the piston as well. And if you did everything right, the allay should be taking damage constantly like this. And that should be the construction of the farm complete. Now I'll show you how you can use it. But before we get to using this farm, you're going to want to make yourself some potion of infestations. And to do that, here's everything you'll need. A water bucket, a couple of stone blocks, gunpowder, nether warts, blaze rods, some empty water bottles, and a brewing stand. So to make a couple of these potions, first of all, you're going to want to start off by making a infinite water source. You can do that by breaking a 2x2 into the ground and placing 2 water buckets diagonally like this, and boom, we have an infinite water source. Now grab your brewing stand and place it on the floor. Then grab your empty glass bottles and fill them up just like this. And once you have yourself 3 water bottles, all you have to do is open up our brewing stand like this and place in your water bottles. Then place in some blaze powder to power the brewing stand. Then you're going to want to start off by making an awkward potion by putting a nether wart in. And once the nether wart's in, you should get an awkward potion just like this. Then for the next step, you're going to want to grab your stone and place one in there. And once that's done, you should have normal potions of infestation. But we'd like these in splash form, so for that, we'll need to grab some gunpowder and place it in. And just like that, we have splash potions of infestation. So you're going to want to grab these to use the farm. And now to use this farm, you're going to want to break the solid block right behind our dispenser, so you can open up the dispenser and place in your splash potions of infestation. Once you've done that, replace this solid block to make sure no silverfish will escape. Then all you have to do to use this farm is to press that button up there, and boom, just like that, we have a bunch of silverfish spawning in. And guys, if any silverfish escape, all you have to do is just patch in these corners with some more solid blocks. And now all you have to do is grab your sweeping edge sword and go to our armor stand right here and just kill all the silverfish and get the XP just like that. And if you guys use a lot of allays in there, you might get some silverfish which escape from this corner. So to prevent that, just place 2 solid blocks on either side like that, and that should stop the silverfish from glitching through. And if you guys don't have a sweeping edge sword, you can use some splash potions of hardness and just throw them down here like that and kill all the silverfish and get the XP all at once. So you can just wait for 3 minutes for all of the silverfish to get down here and just kill them all with just 1 splash potion and get all the XP really quickly. And last but not least, we have the XP duplication glitch, which is the most OP one of all, as you can literally get your infinite XP in just a couple of seconds. And guys, here's everything you need to do this glitch. So there's actually 2 different ways for you to get XP. So the first method includes getting a bunch of bottle enchantings and using those for the glitch, and you guys can easily get these by trading with villagers or looting some pillager outposts. Then for method number 2, you'll need a grindstone and a couple of enchanted items. These can be tools or even armor. So go ahead and grab everything. And once you guys have grabbed everything, go ahead and place down your barrel just like this. And now for the next step, you're going to want to lag out your game. To do that, press escape, go into options, then video settings. And in here, put up your render distance and simulation distance all the way up. Then your biome blend all the way up as well. Then go ahead and put your max frame rate all the way down. Once you're done with that, if you go back into your game, it should be super laggy. Then just open up the barrel like this and place in everything you want to do. Then you're going to want to press Ctrl Shift Escape. That should pull up the task manager. In here, press the Open Data Key Platform binary and press End Task. And within a couple seconds, the Minecraft launcher should open up and you should get a crash report just like this. Just exit out for now and go ahead and reopen your Minecraft. Then go back into your world. And if you guys did everything correctly, the barrel should be open like this. And when you open it up, boom, just like that, we have all of the duplicated items inside just like this. And once you've grabbed everything, just press escape, go into options and video settings and return these settings back to a more reasonable amount. And once you're done with that, if you guys did the first method with the bottle or enchantings, all you have to do is just use up the bottles like this and get as much XP as you ever need, but just be sure to leave some behind so that you can duplicate it again and get more XP. And for those of you who did the second method, go ahead and place down your grindstone like this, then open it up and place in one of our duplicated items and remove the enchantments, and boom, just like that, with just one of those items, we're up to level 5. And if you guys did this with a whole bunch of them, you guys can get a whole lot of levels. And guys, the more enchantments the items have, the more XP you'll get in return. So once you're done with this, you can just duplicate it as much as you want, as much XP as you ever need. And guys, a quick little tip, with these glitches, there's always super tiny chance that something might go wrong. So to stop that from happening, I'd suggest making a backup, and to do that, you're going to want to press escape, save and quit to the main menu, then just go into the world right here, click on it, then press edit, then go ahead and press make backup. And yeah guys, that's it. Those are 4 best ways to get XP in the brand new 1.21.1 edition of Minecraft Java.